Wait, what? Another banner already? Dude, didn't we just get a bunch of banners? So we had this special hero, not this one. Where is it? We had a double special banner the other day, but it was so mixed up with all of the like banner overload that we've had recently with the remix banners and all that. Like, hold on, let's just head right over to the banner list. Let me show you guys what's going on here. It's been like this basically since the anniversary started, where there's just like a million banners going on at all possible times. Look at this. Like, scrolling through this is a nightmare. And it was even worse earlier in the anniversary when they had the rerun banners going on every day. So, like, at this point, we need a better way to scroll through all these banners. Because if you try to get to a specific banner, it's a nightmare. But when there's like 50 banners going on. Okay, so we did get this double special banner over here the other day, but I didn't bother covering it because honestly, there's not really much point. Green is an okay color because we got the Winter Satyr and we got the T Ingrid. Both of them are alright, but that's really the only color worth thinking about. Red is just double demotes. There's a demote on colorless with the Ninja Gulveg in the form of Baby Elise, who is a far cry from the legendary Elise we got earlier. And then blue is whatever. Both of these units are alright. Like, I like this Marth, aka Lucina, for Arena Assault. And this Peony is basically just a bootleg version of the Plumeria and Olivia combo. So both of them are not bad, but not quite as good as what you're getting on green. So yeah, there you go. TLDR for that banner. Now, this banner that we got today. So this is a new Heroes Return banner, meaning it's a fodder bank banner. And, you know, I gotta admit, they did impress me this time. There's no Harmonic Ike. Like, I'm surprised the two units on green were not Harmonic Ike and Harmonic Ike. Like, at this point, just stop being facetious about it, Insist. Just put Ike on every banner, because it seems like that's what you're intending to do. Alright, whatever. Jokes aside, let's actually take a look at this banner, see if this is worthwhile. So, on red, we've got the Arcane Marianne here. She's a little bit of a victim of the times where she came out and she was pretty solid. Like, she introduced the new wave of power creep. Well, was it her or was it Pajazzi? I can't remember. One of them had the true damage built in on AoE and then the -1 cooldown before your first attack. Like, that was the wave that ushered in with this set of arcane weapons that was really good. But she's a victim because nowadays the arcane weapons are like plus 15 to all stats, plus 25 true damage, 15 DR on the enemy's attack, 15 DR on enemy specials. It's pretty nuts, right? So, unfortunately, this weapon doesn't have the amount of stats and true damage and true DR that the recent weapons have. But just a sign of the times, and her fodder is okay. She has Speed and Res Crux, but we have a new Crux debuff skill. I think it was Crux Ploy, where it has like Ploy, Exposure, and then just a regular Crux debuff if you got more res. That's a pretty solid one. Speed and Res Discord is not as good as Havoc skills. And for that matter, there's a lot of other B skills that you may want to consider anyway. Crystalline Water is still okay, considering hard buffing stats are just going to be useful all the time. And then her Requiem Prayer skill is okay just to get a dance off, but nowadays anyone can be a dancer with that Byleth ring. So, not really a very interesting gimmick of hers anymore. Accompanied by Fallen Lumera, who is completely in the shadow of Vanitas. Just a far better Arcane Dragon unit, unfortunately. And all of her fodder is also very outdated. Arcane Fellstone is just a worse Arcane Outburst. Speed and Res Scowl, just worse than Def Res Scowl or a bunch of other A skills that we've got going around now. Counter Roar was, I mean, it was okay on release, I guess. But it quickly phased out, and we were moving into Tier 4 armor skills, and now this is regular old Tier 4 skills, not even armored, like Pair Up and Patience, that are just solid and worthwhile anyway, even on these armored, and this one's not an armored unit, but she's a bait dragon. Bait units can just go ahead and run Patience and, what's it called again, and Pair Up, and they're good to go. She does set up Stone Tiles, though, which would have been still kind of clutch, just to reset Corin Tiles. had it not been for the fact that we got Legendary Elise, who already does that, but way better. So, yeah, just a sign of the times there. Okay, then on blue, we've got Aided Regan, who has the little drone flying around for the accessory, if you're interested in that. Her fodder is actually okay. Excel is okay. We do have better versions now, like the Warrior's Blow, and like those family of skills are just better than the Excel skills now. But Excel is not like that far behind. It's still got true damage reduction and true damage and stats, which is okay. Shadow Shift is still pretty good. And then Flow Guard is whatever. I mean, it does give you neutralization of guard, I think, and Scowl. Yep. Nullify or inflicts guard on the enemies and does Scowl. But you don't really need that so much. So, yeah, this unit's very unfortunate. Alright, then we have Tamara, who was a decent Omni tank for a little bit, but not anymore. All of her fodder has been power crept. Like, finished skills are not quite as good as recent skills. Lagoo's Friend is okay. Actually, it's still not too shabby, but pair up, I would say, is either better or, like, not that far behind. Only if you're running, like, high-cost specials would you go for Lagoo's Friend over Patience or pair up. And then Breath of Life 4 is okay, but the flyer version of that, what was it called? Uplift Imbue, I think? Where it's like, it's giving drive stats, and then it also gives you Breath of Life, essentially. Like, that skill is just so much better. So, yeah, another sign of the times units. All of these units are just so unfortunate, because they just all aged out now by this point. But they were pretty useful when they came out, though. Okay, then we've got Vanitas, who is Vanitas the best unit on the banner? Probably her or this Ash over here. I would say probably Vanitas. She's got more value because she has a dragon armor, which is always going to be really good for fodder banks, just due to the amount of access of skills that she's going to have. And then armor, of course, we've got a bunch of good stuff like Shield Fighter you want to give out. Physical and magic save skills, really good and pretty recent now that you would want to duplicate. And then Arcane Outburst right now is basically the go-to arcane weapon for Arena. So there's a lot of value to be had in this unit just as a fodder bank. She was also pretty cool and fun as a unit herself. Not too long after she came out, but the problem is, as with all of these armored units, we got Legendary Elise, who basically just shuts all of them down. So, yeah, not quite as fun running Vanitas anymore, but she had a little minute there where she was okay. Alright, and then we have her accompanied by Pajazzi, which is also pretty good. That's a nice color share, actually. These two on green, because they're both armored units, and they're both fodder banks, and they both have access to all the good armored skills for duplication, like physical save, magic save, shield fighter, and so on and so forth. Also, those new armored defensive skills, basically the upgrade to Armored Blaze and, what was the other one? Arcane Beacon, or Armored Beacon, I think it was called. So, yeah, just a great unit for fodder, both of these two over here, and still valuable. And then finally on colorless, we have the Entwined Ash, who gives you the bouquet. I actually summoned this Ash on one of the, I think she was on a legendary banner. It might have been Elise's and Violet's banner. I think she was there. And I was able to pull her over there. And I still have not given that bouquet out to anybody. It's just like irrelevant stats, man. It's just, what is it, like 2 points to attack and defense for hers? And you got to have S-rank support as well. It's like, come on, man. Ain't nobody got time to be grinding summoner support and character support levels. We ain't here to be doing that. I'm just here to do my dailies and log out, pretty much. So, yeah, I mean, that is what it is. But her support is actually pretty nice, because she does give the double warping to herself and then allies. They can warp within 2 spaces of her. She's got Bulwark, and then she also is giving this nice support effect where she kind of gives like a light version of Reflex, where it's 40% of the enemy's damage prior to reductions as true damage added to your attack, as opposed to Reflex just being all of it. But we'll still take 40%. And then she also gives some extra stats there. She's giving attack, defense, and res up 5 and 7 true DR. All of which pretty nice. And then she gives Imbue as well, I think, on her weapon. Yeah, Imbue and Resonant Shields, which is pretty solid. She's got a lot of true DR and true damage overall. If you actually read, like, everything that she does, which we're not going to spend time doing here, but she does actually get a pretty good chunk of stats there. So this unit's not too shabby. Nice unit for auto-battling if you're auto-battling Tempest Trial, which is currently going on, or something like that. Those Omni-Tank units are really good for for auto-battling. So she's good in there. In competitive modes, I would probably say no. There's not really anything she's doing that's standing out enough to warrant. But, I mean, she's not a bad unit. And then Flame Wall, Distant Attack Defense Form, and Lugu's Friend, all good fodder. So a good pull regardless. And then finally, we've got the Entwined Alm over here, who, yeah, another unfortunate unit. Chalk that one up to basically all the other units besides the ones on green. So, yeah, he was okay when he came out, neutralizing Pavis and Aegis, and then being able to attack. But even if he does that, he's still going to have a hard time getting kills now. He just doesn't have the firepower. Like, you look at the weapons that units have got now, they're getting, like, plus 25 true damage just for existing. Whereas this guy is not really getting an equivalent to that. He's getting a lot of great talent, but, I mean, great talent. Let's see here. Unit deals plus X damage and reduces damage from foes' first attacks by X during combat, where X is the total value of attack and speed, great talent times 2, with a max of 30. Okay, that's like, I guess that's his equivalent to the plus 25 true damage units are getting now. But you got to wait on great talent for that. It's going to take a little bit of time to build him up. Unless you've got allies on the team with the Violet C skill. What was it called again? Instruct 4? Where you can just be getting outsourced great talent on all your other units that have good stats. So maybe in combination with stuff like that. But yeah, I would still say probably steer away. I'm not too confident in this guy's ability to wall break anymore. So just keep that in mind. And his fodder is very out of date. Like Speed Taker 4, Perfect Attack Speed, Pulse on Blades, all of those are out the door. And then Lull Echo is okay. It's not actually that bad of an Echo skill, but we do have alternatives that are pretty good. So yeah, let's go ahead and do our freebie. Let's hit green and hope for the best. I would recommend, if you're going to summon on the banner, basically just hit green with the freebie and leave. Okay, we get a Orochi there. A unit who still baffles me. I don't get why she's more popular. Like, her design is pretty rad, right? I love the fortune teller, like, Japanese style that she's got. Because that's basically what her design is based on, right? Like Japanese fortune telling, or like those old school monks that had those big spell tags that they would throw at ghosts and demons to ward off evil. Like if you've ever seen Inuyasha, the monk, what was his name again? Oh man, it's been a minute since I've seen Inuyasha. Miroku, right? Yeah, like that guy, you know how sometimes he'll throw like spell tags at the demons and they just burn up? That's basically what Orochi is doing, or what she's based on, essentially. So yeah, pretty good. Love this character, but she's not popular, so RIP. And yeah, that's basically it for this one. Let me know what you guys got on your free pull. Oh, we have one more freebie of the day as well. We'll go ahead and do this one. I don't really need anything on here, but we'll just go for blue. See if we can get Medius or Grima. Still need one more copy of each, and that is not them. So, all right, the hunt continues to get a plus 10 of them. But yeah, this is your boy Tacho signing out, and I will catch y'all again tomorrow because we are getting a New Heroes trailer tomorrow night at the same trailer time. Keep in mind it is daylight savings now, though, so time will be a little bit different. The banner will drop, or the trailer will drop 1 hour later than normal. So, yeah, there you guys go. And I will catch y'all again tomorrow.